Hey Taurus, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. I'm Erica. Why don't you sit a spell and I'll talk about the stars some. Before I get started, let me address the construction noise. It will be happening on and off throughout this reading. I apologize. They are ripping up asphalt and pouring concrete right in front of my house. It's super awesome. I'm sorry. I've got a noise canceling mic. I'm doing the very best that I can. Thank you for trudging through it with me. On the 1st, we'll be having this new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Virgo. The Sabian symbol for 9 degrees Virgo reads, two heads looking up and beyond the shadows. And when I was meditating on this, I kept thinking of people emerging from like a storm shelter or a bomb shelter and just like reevaluating their reality, their new reality. Taking a survey of the land in front of them and how it was different from when they last saw it. That's really what eclipse season is about, is seeing the world, your world, from a new perspective. This new moon solar eclipse is a very powerful time. It is like a new moon on 6 Red Bulls. And it's occurring in your 5th house. The 5th house is the Leo-ruled house of pleasures, creativity, children, and social life. It covers many other things, but I'm trying to be broad so as to give many, many people the understanding as to where this energy could play out at. This new moon solar eclipse will be T-squared by your 8th and 11th house, where Saturn is in the 8th and Neptune is in the 11th. The 8th house is the Scorpio-ruled house of other people's money, regeneration, transformation, metamorphosis, sexuality, life, death, rebirth, or birth, primal or basic instinct. Squaring up to the 11th house of your bucket list, the friends that you have, the groups that you're associated with, or the memberships or associations that you may belong to. Also dealing with like just the future goals that you have for yourself. I made a diagram because I'm very fancy. And this is kind of what it looks like, or a representation, pardon me, of what it's going to look like for you, Taurus. The new moon will be occurring in Virgo, so this is representative of your 5th house. Saturn and Mars are in Sagittarius. This is representative of your 8th house. And Neptune and Pisces are in the 11th house. This is representative of your 11th house. Sorry. Mercury in retrograde, y'all. So you're going to feel like you're being pulled apart. Or pulled in different directions. Pulled apart probably isn't the right word, but pulled in different directions. And it presents an energy of tension, worry, or concern. It is what it is. It's just showing you where you need to be. It's pointing the way. On the 9th, we have Jupiter moving into Virgo, which is your 6th house of work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, achievement, and excess. So wherever Jupiter goes, it just gets bigger. So if you've got like your work, you may be devoting a lot more time to work, or you may be really devoting a lot of time to your health and getting right with your health, however that applies. On the 10th, we have some harsh energy. It'll be Saturn in Sagittarius doing an exact square to Neptune in Pisces. This is between your 8th and 11th house, the house of your friends and groups that you belong to, your wishes, goals, dreams, bucket list, versus the house of other people's money, regeneration, sexuality, life, death, rebirth, primal instinct, or basic instinct. Now, if you're watching this video at the beginning of, or at the end of August, because this is one of the last 4 videos I'm recording for this series. If you're watching this at the release, let me put it like that. If you're watching this video at release, you can go ahead and skip forward to the tarot portion, because the second half of the month is going to happen right now. And if you're just tuning back in for the second half of the month, or for the full moon portion, welcome back. On the 16th, we'll be having a full moon prenumbral lunar eclipse at 24 degrees of Pisces in your 11th house. The 11th house is that house of friendships, the groups, memberships, and associations that you belong to, your future wishes, goals, dreams, bucket list. Pardon me. Happening at, like I said, 24 degrees of Pisces, and I'll be back to do more card pulling for that at its respective time. On the 22nd, we have the Sun moving into Libra in your 6th house. The 6th house is, again, work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. So this is where the light will be moving. It's where your energy is going, towards work and health. On the very same day, we have Mercury, the planet of thought, movement, and communication, going post-retrograde towards his station direct movement. So we're almost finished with Mercury retrograde. We're on the downward slope. Congratulations, you made it. This is occurring in your 5th house, the house of pleasure, social life, children, and creativity. On the 24th, we have Venus, the planet of love, harmony, and beauty, moving into Scorpio, your 7th house, the house where you deal with open enemies. That could be dealing with people in court, testifying against them openly, or like in an I see it as in an online forum argument, like on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, where other people can see what's going on. It's also the house where you identify with others, and it's the house of partnerships. Partnerships could be intimate partnerships, it could be business partnerships, it could be the relationships that you have with your children or neighbors, friends, just partnerships with people in general around you. On the 28th, we have Mars, the planet of energy, impulse, and aggression, moving into Capricorn, which is your 9th house. The 9th house is the house that's ruled by Sagittarius, and it speaks to religion, philosophy, higher education, long-distance trips. It also could relate to foreign places, foreign people, foreign things, legal system matters, astrology, that sort of stuff. It's the expansion of your worldview. On the 30th, we have a new moon at 8 degrees of Libra in your 6th house, and this is a powerful time for seeding for you. New moons are a great time to plant seeds, and this would be a great time to plant a seed in your work or health area. Might be a good time to look for a new job, or possibly start a new workout regimen. That's what's going on for you, Taurus, in the astrology portion for September. I'm going to go ahead and shift over to the tarot cards. I'll have all of this timestamped below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to me yammer about the stars. Appreciate every one of you being here. I'll be right back, y'all. Hang tight. Hey, Taurus, I'm back with the cards, but before I start pulling them, or doing an on-camera shuffle for y'all, I'm also going to pull an oracle card for you from the Butterfly Card Oracles, or Mercury. It's killing me, y'all. It's killing me. Mercury is kicking my behind. I'm going to pull for y'all from the Butterfly Oracle Cards for Life Changes deck by Doreen Virtue. And I'm also going to pull from the Sacred Rebels Oracle Card deck by Elena Fairchild. And the artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. Y'all, sorry. I have a Taurus moon. Y'all know how frustrating we can be, or how frustrated we can get. I know I get frustrated. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and cut for y'all since the Hermit decided to show up. Yeah, he just fell out. Bottom card for the underlying theme or the overarching energy, and the top three for clarity. Card from the Butterfly Oracle Card deck for Life Changes by Doreen Virtue. I got it that time. I don't know if I would be loaning money to friends right now if I were you, Taurus. With that square between friendships and other people's money. That's just me. Okay, this card don't want to go back in. So, that one. And I'll take the bottom one as well, because I've done that for the majority of the other signs. Those up there. Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck for y'all now. For my Taurus brothers and sisters for the September new moon. Alright, I'm going to cut. Top card. Let's see what you guys. Okay. So, a lot of people showing up. A lot of people showing up. Let me write the numbers down. There's not that many. Okay. I'm not going to do this the way that I normally do it because of what has shown up here. And it's nothing bad. It's just articulation. The Hermit fell first. It didn't fall in a reversal. It didn't fall upright. It fell like this. So it could be the dawning of a new day, or the dawning of a new situation, the dawning of a new cycle, or the beginning of a new cycle. It could be, and I see this as rising. If it was setting, I would see it like that. So I see this as like the rising of a situation. The Hermit is the 9th card of the Major Arcana, and you got 2 repeating numbers. Everything else doesn't have a number associated with it. You got the Hermit like this, and you got the 9 of Cups in reverse. So 9 may be important to you. The 9th house may be important to you. This could be speaking to the fact that this is being pulled for the 9-degree new moon solar eclipse on September the 1st. September is the 9th month of the year. Who knows? All right, let's get started. The Hermit, as a Major Arcana card, is the 9th card in the Major Arcana. 9 speaks to the Sagittarius ruled 9th house of foreign places, foreign people, foreign things, astrology, legal system matters, long distance trips, higher education, adventures in questing, religion, philosophy, the broadening of your view of the world is the 9th house, ruled by Sagittarius. Now, the Hermit card is representative of the astrological sign Virgo. We are having this new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Virgo, and it fell like this. And I mean, if you really want to get, let's go ahead and go there. Solar eclipse, right? This is blocking out the sunlight. That's so, wow, I've got chills. I'm a Taurus moon, y'all. Wow. All right, 9 degrees of Virgo. That's this guy right here. Right here in the cards. The 9. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hermit represents Virgo. They're very analytical. They're very detail-oriented, can be perfectionistic, but it's also it's a sign of service. The Hermit is also a very spiritual card for me. I see it as looking for the truth in the dark, or finding the truth in the dark, seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, and no, it's not a train. The Hermit is about learning how to serve, how to be of service to others, Taurus. So, that is interesting, huh? All right. Now, whew, Lord have mercy. That's why I did it like that. I guess that's why I was drawn to do it like that, because I was like, how am I going to start this? I was like, go with the card that fell out. Okay. Hi, y'all. This is Erica. The bottom card you got, the underlying theme or the overarching energy, is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a court card for the cups. So that is masculine water sign energy. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It can be their sun, moon, or rising. You won't know that unless you know their chart for the moon and rising part. The King of Cups is intuitive. He is empathetic. He can be very moody. He can be intense at times. He can be secretive. He can also be compassionate. He can be kind of like, I don't know, he can have visions, like he can have really prophetic dreams, or he just has really strong gut feelings. He's in touch with that side. If it is a male, it could be a female with masculine energy. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Another thing that I think of when I see the King of Cups is someone who really likes to drink, because he's double fisting the cups right here. So Taurus, we love the earthly pleasures. I say we because I do have a Taurus moon. So just be careful with trying to be escapist, because that's another trait of the King of Cups. Don't lean on the escapist measures. We need to be of sober thought and mind right now in this 9-degree Virgo eclipse, especially with this guy hanging up. Sober in mind and body, spirit, pure of heart and mind. So watch the drinking. Maybe one glass of wine for medicinal purposes. Maybe one. The first card you got for the top 3 for clarity is the 9 of Cups in reverse. And that noise, if you can hear it, is a B-52 bomber doing a flyover exercise in practice, because I live within flying distance of Barksdale Air Force Base. There you go. Pardon me. The 9 of Cups. The only cards that came out for you that had numbers on them were 9s in this tarot portion. Once again, the 9th house speaks to the Sagittarius-ruled house of long-distance trips, adventures and questing, higher education, legal system matters, religion and philosophy, foreign places, people and things, maybe even astrology. The 9 of Cups upright is the wish card. It's having everything you need and more, and being happy about it. You're like, you're fat and happy about it. In the reverse, especially with the way that the Hermit fell, it made me, the very first thing I thought of, and oh my goodness, I'm from Louisiana, y'all, be nice. The first thing I thought of was the Garth Brooks song, Some of God's Greatest Gifts Are Unanswered Prayers. With the Hermit and then this wish card falling, it was like, yeah. sometimes what you wish for, or you need to be careful of what you wish for, because you don't understand everything that's coming with it. The Cups cards represent emotions and relationships, things that fill you up and make you feel whole and sustain you. Could also represent water sign energy once again. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be that, but it could be related to that, because the end card is the King of Cups. The next card you got was the Fool in reverse. The Fool is the very first card of the Major Arcana, but it's listed as the 0. And when I see this card, I think of new moons. And this is a new moon spread. A new moon solar eclipse. Funny how the sun is on the, on the other side. It's not where it's supposed to be. It doesn't look right. The Fool is a major arcana card, represents the planet Uranus. The planet Uranus is symbolized as the planet of change, liberation, rebellion, also shocks and surprises. Uranus also governs over electricity and electronics. In the upright, it means it's like a great awakening and having full trust in it. In the reverse, it's like you're taken over by the naivety that you had in regards to it. It could feel as though the rug has been pulled out from underneath your feet because of this situation. I can't help but notice the rocks. Extreme close-up. The rocks aren't solid. It looks like it's going to crumble beneath this dude's feet. The water crashing up above. There's a lot of tropical energy out there these days. Please pay attention to the weather forecasts, and the Saturn square Neptune thing's probably going to make us eat our lunch. Our values, the things that we treasure, the few things that we need and want are so close to the sun, it could be evaporated away. Not watching where you're going. Trusting that the rest of this ground is here to walk on, but it's not. The last card you got was the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is feminine air sign energy. That would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. When I see her, I see someone who is intelligent, cerebral, very mental, very she's humanitarian. She wants to keep the peace. She's not afraid to debate. She knows her stuff. You don't want to argue with her because she's probably right. She's like the defender of truth. I see her, whenever I see like the court cards for the swords, I think of lawyers, debaters, advocates. One story that I see playing out, just looking at all of this together is you're upset, you didn't get what you wanted, it's got you mad, it's got you upset, you want to go out possibly drinking, and for whatever reason get in trouble and have to rely on this person to get you out. Like I said, I mean, the Fool is a 0 card. The King and the Queen don't have numbers associated with them. The only 2 number cards you got was a 9 in reverse and then a 9 on the side. So you got 2 9s. It's 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Long distance trips, adventures, higher education, questing, Mercury, come on. Religion, philosophy, astrology, foreign places, foreign people, foreign things. All of those might be of very significant relevance to you for this time, Taurus. None of it really seems to match up with the astrology per se, but the story, I think the story that really comes forth for me the strongest is, like I said, with that whole forgive me, I'm from Louisiana, don't judge me thing, but it reminds me of the Garth Brooks song of some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers, and sometimes the greatest gifts are us getting what we don't want. It allows us to have the things that we never thought we could have had. Give me a stinking break. The Oracle card from the Sacred Rebels deck was have faith in the process. She's praying. But she's in a wagon. Do you see that? Can you see? Let me pull back. It's like a little red wagon. You could feel like I have no idea what I'm doing in this work situation, but I'm going to trust that this person training me is going to train me right. Or I have no idea what's going on in this social situation, but I'm going to trust that everything's going to come out for the best. Now, that's not to say don't get in a car with somebody who's been drinking. Be your highest advocate. Call a taxi, call a friend, ask somebody to come get you. Don't put your safety in somebody else's hands like that. Even on the side of the little red wagon, it says faith. Have faith. Everything about this eclipse season is bringing us towards the path that we need to be on, and we truly do need to have faith in the process. It's all working out for our highest good to make us the best human beings that we can be. And if not, it's going to thump us in the head until we get there. This is the 32nd card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 is the come on. This is the 5th house. The new moon solar eclipse is occurring in your 5th house. New moon solar eclipse in Virgo. 9 degrees Virgo solar eclipse right here in this card. Have faith in the process in your 5th house of pleasure, social life, children, and creativity. You're having the new moon solar eclipse in your 5th house. You need to trust the process. Whatever's going on there, have faith in it. From the Butterfly Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue, I pulled memories. This could be about making memories. This could be about going down memory lane. This could also be about the preservation of memories, actually making the transfer process of old videos to DVD or digital. The same for physical print photos, that sort of thing. It might be nice to have a stroll down memory lane with some of your elders in your family to get their historical account of y'all's family trait. I think that you might be having powerful memory flashbacks, like of either deja vu or just kind of zoning out, like thinking of the past, if you will. I mean, it is a Mercury retrograde. We are going back to think about things. And that is in your 5th house. You may be having childhood memories. You may be having childhood memories, or you may be making memories with your children. That's beautiful. The second one that I got is get some rest. And Taurus, I love me some rest. This could be actually taking time off for rest, maybe kicking back and taking a mental health break day if you need to. I always advocate for that. I think that it's a good thing for us. Getting some rest also could mean going to bed earlier. And that's something I think in today's age we all could probably do more to help us. We all seem to be very, very caffeinated, plus our trust. I'm not preaching. Caffeine is one of my main vices. But get some rest. Turn off the technology, turn off the TV. If you can, get outside and actually commune with nature. Go for a walk, find a path that's safe, and enjoy what nature brings to you out there. I think you would be getting some messages in your sleep as well, Taurus. I think that you may be having such beautiful dreams that you don't want to wake up. So just embrace that, and embrace the need for your body to recuperate, because if you don't allow for this rest, your body will make you rest. You will get sick. So take time now and invest in yourself, invest in your health, and get some rest. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. I hope that you found it empowering and enlightening. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I appreciate it more than you know, and more than I have the words to say in this short amount of time. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be around for the full moon and the new moon later on in September to pull you more cards. But until then, take care of yourselves. Save some of that kindness for others around you, because we're all feeling sensitive right now. And I'll see y'all later, closer to the full moon. Bye, Taurus.